What's going on, guys? So today we got some big news from Zenimax. They did a chapter preview of Blackwood. We got tons of new information about the new companion system, as well as new types of world events. And finally, we got some huge news about the next-gen consoles being enhanced. All of these things are coming to PC and console. For PC, it will be June the 1st. And for console, it's going to be June the 8th. Now, I think all these new things are great and you should be excited about them. But I'm mainly in this video going to focus on the next-gen console update and what that all entails. I feel like that's, the best for my audience and for me because I play on console. So now on the world event and the companion system, I think those things are great, yeah. But I'm mainly PvP, so I'm sure there's other content creators that's going to focus on that more in detail. I'm just going to let you guys know what I think and, what it seems pretty cool. So let's get right into the video. So what exactly is Console Enhance? So Console Enhance is launching in the Blackwood Chapter in Update 30 on June the 8th. Console Enhance allows ESO to run natively on the Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5. So basically what this means is the overall hardware of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series is much better than the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox, whatever the other one is, I don't know. This dramatically improves the overall game performance and visual effects of the game. The main things that are happening is we're going to get 60 FPS. This is only going to be available during the performance mode, which most people are going to be in. Previously, we could get at least 30 FPS, and it was more than likely close to 24, 25. So you can now run 60 FPS. It probably won't be that much. It'll probably be close in the 50, 55 range, but that's still better than 30, right? Next, we have the increased draw distance. So this thing is on the face value, it doesn't seem very groundbreaking or important, but the Zenimax says that the game's draw distance, that is the depth field of view that you have, that whenever you zoom out on your character and you're looking in a third person, that is getting doubled. So you're going to be able to see more depth of field and field of view around you, which is going to be very good for PvP. Being able to see things in your peripheral vision is so important, and this is going to go overlooked a lot. This is really going to help PvP, and it's just going to make it just another quality of life thing where you can see around you, and obviously for PvE aspects as well, to look around and see the environment and get immersed if that's what people do. But I think this is definitely going to go overlooked. So next, they just got some overall graphic improvements with the unlocked textures, basically make it to where the game looks much better, similar to PC. Anti-aliasing to reduce the jagged edges on the map and on the game to make just things look neater and cleaner. So next they have the improved reflections. This is really only going to affect the pretty mode, I guess. The performance mode really won't get a lot of this because obviously that takes a lot more of the performance, and the reflections in the water really aren't that important. I definitely think that for majority of people that PvP, they're going to say in the performance mode. I personally don't mind the water if it's looks better or cleaner. I guess it may provide us some subconscious satisfaction of the reflection in the water. It looks cool, but I think if I'm PvPing and I'm bursting somebody down, I really could care less about what the water looks like. Just my personal opinion, right? But I definitely think this is an overall cool thing just to make the game seem better. So next they have Ambient Occlusion and Screen Space Global Illumination to make shadows and sunlight and lighting much cleaner, much neater, and much more natural. So we're getting a lot of things that are basically very similar to PC equivalent. Like the improved shadows is going to be equivalent to the ultra mode. I definitely think this is going to be awesome. And finally, the big bad boy right here, the improved loading times. I feel like this is going to be the best. Finally, we can have some short load times. I know when I play on PS4, the load times are anywhere between 30, 40, 50 seconds to a minute and a half per loading screen. That's obviously loading into and loading out of a character. But if you're just walking through a zone and loading into a different area, it takes at least 20-30 seconds. If this is cut in half like they're saying it is, that's going to be very awesome. So right now in Flames of Ambition, I've heard that this helps the overall loading screens. But if in Blackwood it gets even faster than that, that's going to be even better. So something that makes me very sad about all of this, and it's not even Zenimax's fault. If you go look, and if you try to buy a PlayStation 5 right now, they are out of stock at Walmart, Target, GameStop, Amazon, any place that you find PlayStation 5s. just buy them from a reputable dealer, they're all sold out. And then you can obviously find your shady websites. I really don't trust them. And you can also buy them on eBay. Definitely, I mean, it's an option, but they're $800 or more. And the console sells for $500. So it's just like, that's already a hefty price in general. Why would I pay $300 more over price just to get a console? I don't really know other way to say it than these people are just being greedy. I mean, they don't need the PlayStation 5. They're just buying it just to sell it for more money, to get more money. I definitely think that it just shows a lot about our society in general, but I don't want to talk about that, obviously. I just hope by the time this update goes live, we can actually have PS5s in stock, but we'll have to wait and see until that day arrives. It doesn't look like that anytime soon. So what did we learn about the companion system? So the companions can adventure with you almost anywhere except for solo arenas like Maelstrom Arena and Bastion Hollows, or PvP areas, like Cyrodiil, Imperial City, and Battlegrounds. You can unlock 2 companions, but you have to complete quests to unlock them. And once you unlock them, they start off at level 1, and you have to obviously, go grind, go kill mobs, go explore and do quests to level them up. Your companion also has a sort of moral system, depending on your actions, whether you pickpocket somebody, whether you give somebody gold, like a random NPC, they will either like or dislike you. So I guess that's kind of roleplay-ish. It's pretty cool. So while adventuring and gaining XP, your companion will unlock several skills. It seemed like in the trailer that there was, different tanking skills like talons. There was healing skills and stuff like that. So I definitely think that they could honestly be a support healer, a support tank, to help you, fight mobs. For newer players, obviously this is going to help them out a lot. Their skills that they have on their bar have a certain prioritization. So basically, the closer it is to the left side of your skill slottables, that's going to prioritize it. Now, the companion skills have a cooldown. So if your skills are all on cooldown, it's going to go to the closest one that has the most prioritization. Basically, this allows for a basic rotation for your NPC. Obviously, your NPC doesn't have a brain, so you have to kind of tell it what you want it to do. So this gives it, a basic rudimentary basic rotation. Also, your companion, they can have different types of armor. Like basically, they can have all of your outfits and costumes that you have for your characters. So I definitely think this will be nice. So not all of the companions look the same, and you can kind of make them look the way you want. Also, they can have different mounts as well. So you can put them on a horse, you can put them on a lizard, on a guar, whatever you really want to put them on. I think this is just cool for just sheer aesthetic reasons. So overall, this is really all we learned about the new companion system. We'll definitely have to see, later on and closer to Blackwood of what the new update will bring. And then finally, we have the new world events. So these are called Oblivion Portals. So these will spawn basically anywhere around the map. Now, these basically are going to replace the normal typical dolmens we have in regular zones, but these are very, very similar to the Somerset and Greymore types of world events. But the difference between those and the Oblivion Portals is on the map, there's no longer going to be an icon or anything like that that pops up to show you where the world event is. It's basically you have to go looking for it and you have to enter the portal. So basically, when you go in there, it's going to be a typical size of a public dungeon, and you're going to go in there to find your pathways to go to the final boss. Now, Zenimax said this is going to be rather difficult as time progresses and you get further into it, but we can't really expect it to be too hard. It's not going to be obnoxiously too difficult, but I definitely think this is going to be awesome. I definitely like that they add new events like this because just doing the same dolmens or everything like that, it's just going to get monotonous and boring. So I definitely like how they add these every single chapter. And that's really it, guys. That's basically Zenimax's whole live stream. Now, we didn't get a lot of details on everything, but I think we got a broad aspect of what they're trying to do and the 3 big things that's coming in Blackwood update. So let me know what you guys are looking forward to next chapter. I'm definitely looking forward to the new PS5 thing, but I just hope there is PS5s in stock at that time. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.